Welcome to Southaven Business Beat. Business and community leaders talk with us to provide invaluable resources to aid the business community.
This episode is sponsored by Community Foundation of Northwest Mississippi. The Community Foundation is an independent not-for-profit organization that serves 11 counties. Are you passionate about giving back to your local community? The Community Foundation can help you create a lasting impact, a legacy that echoes through generations. The Community Foundation of Northwest Mississippi, connecting people who care with causes that matter.
This episode is brought to you by Pure Focus Media, capturing moments, creating memories.
And now here's your host, Aaron Kozort.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Southaven Business Beat. I'm Aaron Kozort, and today our guest is Stacye Trout, and you work with the Community Foundation of Northwest Mississippi as the development director.
That's right.
Tell me a little bit about the foundation and tell me a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so the foundation has been here since 2002. And our foundation is for youth, health, and education.
Okay.
Now, we take in endowments and donor-advised funds. We help nonprofits. The endowment is really where we dig into the dirt and help those nonprofits, help those donors, because the endowments will be sustainable throughout the future.
Right.
We invest those, and we help sustain everything.
Okay.
But we also give out grants to nonprofits.
Okay.
In fact, this year we have hit over $40 million in grants given out from our 11 counties.
Great.
And like I said, youth, health, and education. Now, if a donor comes to us and they say, that's not my passion. My passion is underwater basket weaving for disabled dogs. I always give that funny example. As long as their passion is, a nonprofit, school, church, government, we can grant to. We can set them up for anything they are passionate about.
Okay.
It's just our funds at the Community Foundation
Right.
will support the youth, health, and education.
Okay.
So.
All right. So how long have you been with the Community Foundation?
So I was there since 2012. I worked under grant work. In 2004, we started a childhood obesity campaign.
Okay.
We had partnered with Michelle Obama in the Let's Move campaign, the Kellogg Foundation, Bauer Foundation, General Mills Foundation, Maddox Foundation,
Great.
the Kellogg Foundation, all of Blue Cross Blue Shield Foundation, all of those foundations have supported us with childhood obesity within our 11 counties, trying to work on healthy eating, active living, new playgrounds for kids, especially in these active food desert areas throughout the Mississippi Delta.
Sure. So as you look at your upcoming years and look at 2024 and how it's going to roll out, what are some things you're excited about that the Community Foundation is going to be involved in? Oh,
gosh. I think each year it's something new for the Community Foundation because we don't have any boundaries in what we can or can't do. We're always looking to support new projects, new nonprofits, but also looking at those smaller nonprofits that have now become larger ones, and also connecting everybody. We also have a nonprofit and volunteer resource center that will go around and provide technical assistance to our nonprofits or even our donors, making sure they understand this nonprofit is in your area also that can help you with this. Or this donor's doing this, or we're having a grant writing class coming up, a fund development technical writing class coming up, things of that nature. They're able to offer stuff outside of just opening up a fund. So that's really good. And each year we grow that. This last year, we had not had donor or nonprofit receptions since, probably 2015 or 16. And then, COVID hit and everyone's trying to figure out how to live life again.
Yes.
So this last year, we went to every county that we serve and held a donor and nonprofit reception.
Okay.
And that was really it was fantastic because we were able to get those donors in the same room as the nonprofits that we serve or hope to serve.
Sure.
And connect everyone together under the umbrella of the Community Foundation.
And that helps the communication. It helps clarify. If a donor's got a question about a particular nonprofit, they're in the same room. They can have that conversation together. That's spectacular. You look back at 2023. What are some things maybe that you'd like to highlight from 2023?
So I would say definitely the connection that we made for the Emmett-Till Interpretive Center. We connected them with the Maddox Foundation to fund their national traveling exhibit, the Emmett-Till and Mamie Till Mobley Let the World See exhibit.
Okay.
And that went to 8 different cities, I believe. And it was incredibly moving, educational. It was a fantastic year for the Emmett-Till Center and all of their partners.
Well, that's one of those opportunities you look back and say, hey, there's something that we did that was able to really raise the bar, raise the visibility of the work that the nonprofit's doing, and then provide exposure that wouldn't have been possible otherwise. And I think that lends itself right back to the discussion you were having about getting nonprofits and donors together and being able to have those times where, those bridges are built, those introductions are made, and those relationships are fostered. And that seems to be something that the Community Foundation is really great at.
Absolutely. And going back to that point with the Emmett-Till Center, so before they were a nonprofit, we helped them establish their nonprofit, and we were the ones who gave them their very first grant.
Great.
And so now it's really come full circle for us to help connect them to such a large exhibit now. And this last year, President Biden signed in for the national, they're a national monument now.
Okay.
So there's an exhibit up in Chicago, and then down in Sumner, Mississippi, the Interpretive Center and the courthouse. They're in the process of changing everything out for the national monument, which is huge. It's absolutely huge for them.
Yes.
And that started years ago with just a group of interested people wanting to come together to make things right. And so that's one thing the Community Foundation does, and now that we're here in 2023, that was a big highlight for this year, having helped them become a nonprofit and then connect them with this exhibit. But also years ago when we were working on childhood obesity campaigns, we gave a small grant to a student at Ole Miss who was doing her dissertation on health assessments in Charleston, Mississippi. They're in same county as Emmett-Till Center, it's Tallahatchie County. And at the time, in 2012, I believe, that was ranked 81 out of 82 unhealthiest counties in Mississippi.
Oh, wow.
So we're always on the bottom in Mississippi for health. So then you think of that county who's on the bottom in Mississippi compared to everyone else in America. It was really a substantial number, and they had a lot of work to do to raise their bar. But she went in and she did a health assessment, and we were able to provide some funding for that.
That's great.
And we saw the need and the benefit for it, and that we could also use the numbers that she researched and she got to help us also in what we're doing with all of the childhood obesity campaigns. But it caught the attention of Jim Kennedy, who owns duck hunting land in Tallahatchie County, over Cox Communications. And he saw what she provided and liked it so much. He's now funded over $5 million to a wellness center there in Charleston, Mississippi. And it is state of the art.
That's
it is
great.
Phenomenal. Almost 2-mile walking trail, a community garden that's partnered with the hospital and the clinic for a food as medicine program. And they do all sorts of programs down there. The county is now ranked like 51 or 53 out of 82 unhealthiest counties, which is phenomenal. And so we, that as the Community Foundation, those are two really cool things we were able to help start that are now huge.
We're taking a second to thank our sponsors. Follow App, The Follow app is the long-term solution for networking, instantly connecting you to those frequently missed opportunities to find the right referral partner or new client to grow your business. Wisdom Integrators. Are you a business owner and is technology getting in the way of your business? If your computers are slow, your website is horrible, or your business needs more efficiency, then it's time to reach out to Aaron Kozort and Wisdom Integrators. Would you like to be a sponsor? Contact Debbie King at 662-342-6114 for more information. Be sure to share and subscribe for more business resources. Now back to Southaven Business Beat and host Aaron Kozort.
When you measure something, when you track something, when you put the data together, you can start to build a solution around that. But it takes someone who has a vision for solving a problem, and that's what nonprofits really have behind most of them is a vision for solving a problem. They just need an avenue to do it, and they quite often need acceleration. And I think that's something that the Community Foundation is really good at, is providing the acceleration to be able to turn those problems into solutions and help nonprofits build out those visions.
Absolutely, you're exactly right. And especially during COVID, that's when we implemented our feed fund.
Right.
And at the time, we, like everyone, we thought, well, we'll work from home for 2 weeks and we'll see y'all again soon. But we knew even for those 2 weeks, we needed to provide food for kids who received majority of their meals at school.
Right.
Like, what are they going to do now that they're out of school? And so we were able to raise enough money, and with the help of the Maddox Foundation, to match that money to provide meals and snacks for these kids out of school. Well, then, of course, when nobody came back to the office after 2 weeks, we knew we had to help in other ways. We had to help the nonprofits trying to figure out how to continue their summer camp remotely. We had to help these food pantries who were completely overwhelmed with need, and how can we connect them with more food? How can we help them become state of the art, because they've lost these volunteers who are sick now. So we, with that feed fund, being able over the course of a year and a half grant over $1.4 million, we were able to use that to help food pantries get pallet jacks, help them build loading docks, forklifts, anything to help them become state of the art, so they could go from just a mom and pop corner store food pantry to really being able to support their community in the event of another pandemic or just an emergency.
So as you look forward into this upcoming year, what are some things you're excited about, and what are some areas that you would love to see more involvement with the Community Foundation?
Goodness, more involvement. We would love for all of our counties to know we're the hub to help nonprofits and donors. And even if we can't, we can help you find that answer.
Absolutely.
And we're really excited this upcoming year. We have a new partnership with Molina Healthcare. And that's going to provide a $1 million grant over 4 years to help us continue to try to get healthy food, not just food like during the pandemic, but actual healthy food into the hands of people who need it throughout the Mississippi Delta. So we're really looking forward to that. We're looking forward to expanding our donor nonprofit receptions to make more connections. Every January we hold our Crystal Ball Gala fundraiser. And that's something anyone and everyone can be involved in. And it's just a fun night to support the Community Foundation, who supports over 800 nonprofits through our 11 counties.
And that occurs every January, correct?
Every January.
Well, those are some exciting things, some exciting results that you're seeing. If a nonprofit is trying to get going and they're questioning, how can the Community Foundation help me, who should they reach out to?
They can reach out to me. I can help them connect with a certain fund that they want, figure out if they have donors that want to set up funds for them. We have tax credits only available at a community foundation, which is fabulous, and we have that for the next 5 years. But if they're a small nonprofit needing to make connections, we can connect them with our Maddox Nonprofit and Volunteer Resource Center. But we just contact us, even if you don't know where you're going, what you're doing, but you have an idea. Call us, because we can help connect you or figure something out for you.
Well, that is great. And Stacye, we have loved having you on Southaven Business Beat. We hope you'll come back again soon. And we appreciate you taking your time to join us for another episode of Southaven Business Beat. As the area around Southaven, Mississippi continues to grow, there's going to be opportunities for people to be involved. There's going to be opportunities and problems that need to be solved. And maybe your idea and your goal is the next one that needs to be solved in our area. But we hope that you will become involved with all of the great nonprofits that are already striving to make a difference in our community. And we hope that you'll be involved with the Southaven Chamber of Commerce as well, as the Chamber works to better the community and grow commerce here in DeSoto County. Thank you again for being with us, and thank you for joining us for another episode of Southaven Business Beat.
Please visit www.southavenbusinessbeat.com for more episodes. We would like to thank the following sponsor: Pure Focus Media. Have an event coming up? Let us capture all the moments that will create memories that will last a lifetime with our professional photographer and videographer. Also announcing our new digital selfie photo booth. Book with us today. This podcast is brought to you by the Southaven Chamber of Commerce. We know relationships create commerce. Want to join the Southaven Chamber? Visit www.southavenchamber.com. Be sure to share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.